Hey everyone, I'm back and you are with the Duchess of Unicorn, our YouTube channel. So, I want to bring your attention to this little article on dailymail.co.uk, and I'm using my browser. I'm sharing my browser with you. I'm based in the United States. I'm also happen to be biracial. Not that that matters, but I throw that in there just so you can kind of get a little leverage of where I'm coming from in some of my commentary and some of my criticisms. Let's, well, first of all, before I go any further, all my content, as you can see, is found on a public domain. I'm just sharing my opinion, my thoughts, my views, criticism, gossip, really. And really, gossip is just what I think. It's hearsay. It's what I think I imagine things to be. I like to read between the lines. That's where I focus a lot of my energy on kind of researching and then kind of backfilling on some thoughts and views, maybe open people's mind. I just like it because it's a little crazy and it makes sense at the same time. So the full description is in the full disclaimer is in the description area of this video, and mostly all my videos, if not every one. If you're new to my channel and you like this topic and you want to give it a shot, or you've seen a few and you're back for another one, why don't you just subscribe? That's the best thing for everybody. It helps me and more people by having a subscription base that I can have my videos show up just like everyone else's. It would be fantastic, really, and I'd so appreciate it. And you can also click the bell. That way you get alerts to when I do upload. Mainly my YouTube channel is about the British royals, but it's always as it pertains to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So I give thoughts and commentary. You can check it all below in the description, and let's go into the video right now. Okay, so this little article I want to share with you because it just strikes me as interesting. I hope this video is short. I always say that, but I really mean to be short. But sometimes I'm long-winded because this stuff is crazy. Okay. Is this the site of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's 3 million Cotsworth bath hole? Site is near the favorite private members club, Soho farmhouse, and close to where the Beckhams have a home. Okay, so let me start with this. I just want to rant for a minute. Let's get this straight for just a second. Meghan Markle threw herself in the trajectory of Prince Harry, laid herself down in the pathway of where he was going or being, or the crowd that he was involved in, used her connections that happened to maybe have some of his own connections, not really sure, to get an introduction. She therefore got her introduction and charmed him, I say, used Hollywood witchcraft, and charmed him, and then other skills, if you will, to lure him deeper into this play of hers, where she was the starring role, her biggest role ever. She married him, engaged him, married him, and then moved over to the UK, but really, I'm not really sure about that, but they say she moved into the UK. Nottingham Cottage and then Frogmore Cottage. Everything's a cottage there. Nothing's a house. Okay. So she left the States, left her gig here where she was making her own money and making her own choices, only to go there to the UK. Totally trashed the UK. People did not really appreciate her. After a while, people saw through her, it became unanimous. It grew bigger and bigger. So she got scared and decided to get the hell out of there, concocted a method by bribery, or maybe, of course this is my opinion, but maybe she had a few things that she collected along the way in terms of incriminating information, and maybe she happened to bribe the royal family members, senior royal family members, so she could use that as leverage to get the hell out of there. She got scared. She got scared of something that was within those walls, or that status and has now flown back to the States, the Canada, supposedly, because I'm not in Canada and I don't know Meghan personally, so I have no idea really. But what they're saying is she's in Canada in this free mansion that's pretty obscure and nobody can get at, and they have different privacy laws. And she feels better that she can hide her baby doll that's not real, and the real child is also hidden as well, if there is one. So now she wants to go back to the UK and purchase a home or land and build a home on Soho grounds or very close near Soho House. And so I find that really interesting. And so I'm going to just read a little bit of this article that's on, you can find it on co.uk. Harry and Meghan could be planning to build a $3 million UK butthole at their favorite members club, Soho's farmhouse. It has been reported the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are thought to have been inspired to build a 3-bedroom home at the Cotsworth Retreat by David and Victoria Beckham. Now, these are people that she never got introduced to. She never was involved with. She has never worn Victoria Beckham's clothing line until the day she had married Harry. Never, ever, ever did Victoria Beckham ever think about having her products on Meghan Markle when she was on Suits or anything before that. But it's only until and after that she met Meghan Markle. Well, I don't even know if she's actually met Meghan Markle, but that she was invited to the wedding and that she married Prince Harry did Victoria Beckham decide that she'd love to have Meghan wear a few of her pieces, which I find interesting just simply because that's how plastic or transparent in the most ugliest way that Hollywood or the entertainment business and people in it can be. They're all about what it is for them. What can you do for them? So we have Victoria Beckham wants her clothing line to be worn by someone of a certain status and who's always having pictures taken of her, so why not send her stuff? And then, of course, the Beckhams are kind of known to the British royals. I don't know why. Maybe because David Beckham is a soccer player. I don't know. Whatever. It's kind of like America with their football, their American football. It's like their footballers are big thing. Not to me, but big deals. I understand sports is fun and it's supposed to bring people together. And some countries like Brazil, it does that for people. They can find a common ground. But honestly, just because David Beckham is it is football there, but soccer star, and he's good and most people like him and he's well known. But just because of that, your wife gets to pawn her clothing off on Meghan because she's not liked, but because she is photographed so much. So I thought that's really, really interesting to see how plastic and I just want to say plastic, how transparent in the most ugly way are people in the entertainment industry. It's all about how you can do something for me. And maybe with two people saying that to each other, everybody wins. So Meghan wears her clothes now and she gets to keep them, I'm assuming. And Victoria Beckham can say she styled her clothes were put on the Duchess of Sussex. Who cares? If Meghan becomes a laughingstock, which she is really unliked and not very, in such a great place. She's definitely not in a popular place. She's in a place where people know her because of Prince Harry. Otherwise, no. That's the only reason. But it's so interesting to see the dynamics are so surface. They're just plastic. It's just fake, and how fake people gravitate towards fake people. It has now been claimed that the pair have chosen a plot at the opposite side of the farmhouse to the Beckhams, according to The Sun. Pictures have emerged of a building site close to the farmhouse where the couple could be constructing their new home. So that will be a year especially when you get these really nice places and they're really making them not only for them custom built, but they're also making it, they want to sell them, they need to have all the accoutrements that you could think of, all the best of everything, so they can get the highest price and of course sell them off, which people do. They buy homes 2, 3 years later, they sell them. Sometimes later than that, sometimes never. But this particular house, if Meghan was to own this and keep it, even in a divorce, she could actually claim this house. Duke and Duchess of Sussex are thought to be buying a 3-bedroom home. Why a 3-bedroom? Nobody knows. I guess because they supposedly have a child somewhere. Okay. Meghan is pictured during the break there with Millie McIntosh in 2016. Okay, the area has special significance to the couple as they enjoyed romantic getaways to the Lyris 725, a nightclub, often called Bootles for troughs. Bootlins for troughs. I hate that. I hate that name. Okay. At the beginning of their relationship. So they must have went there at the beginning of their relationship. It's a nightclub. Okay. Ugly, ugly name. I hate it. Okay. Meghan held her 2-night hen do there in 2018, where she enjoyed social media free time with her closest friends. A source told the paper this house will be their both hole when they are in the UK. Okay, so Frogmore Cottage went to the trash. So just think of it. The Queen had allowed them to stay there. Basically, she gave that house to them to redo and live in, as you know, the Queen seems to give property when she wants her family members to have property, especially when they marry. But it's really interesting that Meghan quickly removed herself from the UK, supposedly renovated that house, and then owes money for that, wants to leave, and now she wants to come back and build on the Soho house property. Now let's understand just right quick that Marcus Anderson is the director and consultant of Soho House, and he's supposedly a very, very good friend of Meghan. And there is even thoughts that very, very good friend of Meghan, meaning he's even better than a friend of Meghan's. And so I really find it interesting. I think I touched upon this in my last video, so I won't go too deep into it, is that, again, Meghan wants to return back to the UK because of Soho House, not anything to do with the royals. And I still want to know, and if anyone is in the UK and they have information, I still want to know why the Duchy of Cornwall is still being paid out to Prince Harry, even though he has resigned from his duties and is not a working royal member of the family. They still get paid. That is amazing. So that's basically a club. As long as you're in the club, you get a payment. It's not that you have to be working, per se. You get a payment just because you were born into it. And we understand that now Meghan is out looking for work, which I think is probably not necessarily true. I would think that she could make more money between her and Harry just by doing appearances. And I think that is more in line of what they're going to be doing, appearances. And just like they had this documentary set up with Oprah, which I guess crashed because they can't advertise it as the Duchess and Duke of Sussex. You know, I'm not sure. Because they are still using that, but they're not really supposed to use that. So Oprah legally can't really do all that. But I'm not sure if it is still a go or it has been totally wiped off the table in terms of it actually going to be happening. But just think, and let's not forget that Meghan had a diary, whether it's paper to pen, an electronic diary, or, you know, she had a voice recorder or what have you. Meghan has information that pertains to the royal family, and it is forever over their head. Otherwise, why the hell would Meghan be able to just do whatever she may and be able to look like it's okay? The only thing the Queen did is retake. She took away the titles, and as she should. And I still feel they are not entitled to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Although I do have a soft spot for Harry, but he doesn't care about us. He doesn't care what we think of him. Basically, it's only as long as you think good of them and you show them good, like they're really conning you and you believe it, then it seems like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry seem okay with the public. And basically, they retracted themselves only to inject themselves back into the the media world. And I feel like it's just never going to end. And I really am not sure how viable this marriage is, but I really don't believe it's going to last. I'm going to stick to that. And I think that you're going to see Meghan doing a lot more of appearances and getting paid versus anything else, like really voiceover. Like, who really wants her to do voiceover work? I've got to stop talking about this because it's just never going to stop with me. But we will see in the future. But I think we're going to see more about Meghan doing, and Harry too, of course, getting paid for appearances than anything else. And I wonder also about Soho House. Have they invested in Soho House? That could be very likely. Does she have a position within Soho House? I'm not sure, but it could be something there as well. We'll see. Okay, I want to end this video where it's at, and I will be back with another tidbit. All right, remember to subscribe, and I appreciate you. Till the next video, see you later. Bye-bye.